Suicides from around the world. A collection of men and ladies, famous and not, who have taken their own lives due to life. 1. Ruslana Korshunova. On the 28th of June 2008 at around 2:30 p.m., Korshunova died after falling from the 9th floor balcony of her apartment at 130 Water Street within the financial district of Manhattan, USA. Police stated, there have been no signs of a struggle in her apartment and concluded that Korshunova's death was a clear suicide, although no suicide note was found. Speculations exist that her death was murder and committed by individuals operating a hoop where models are coerced into prostitution for wealthy individuals. One among Korshunova's friends stated that she had just returned from a modeling job in Paris, noting that she appeared to be on top of the world with no apparent reason why she would kill. 9. Korshunova planned to celebrate her 21st birthday on Wednesday in Pennsylvania. Korshunova's former boyfriend, Artem Perchenik, stated that he dropped Korshunova off at her apartment several hours before her death after they watched the Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore film Ghost together. I feel that she came to mention goodbye, said Perchenik. She was an honest person, he added to the NY Post. However, Korshunova appeared brokenhearted and angry in a number of her postings on a social networking site. Korshunova's most telling message came in March 2008, I'm so lost. Will I ever find myself? 2. Bryn Hartman. On the evening of May 27, 1998, Bryn Hartman visited the Italian restaurant Buca di Beppo in Encino, California, with producer and writer Christine Zander, who said she was in an honest frame of mind after returning to the couple's nearby home. Bryn started a heated argument together with her husband, who threatened to go away her if she started using drugs again, after which he then visited bed. While Hartman slept, Bryn entered his bedroom shortly before 3 a.m. with a .38 caliber handgun and fatally shot him twice within the head and once in his side. She was intoxicated and had recently taken cocaine. Bryn drove to the house of her friend Ron Douglas and confessed to the killing, but he didn't initially believe her. The pair drove back to the house in separate cars, after which Bryn called another friend and confessed a second time. Upon seeing Hartman's body, Douglas called 911 at 6:20 a.m. Police subsequently arrived and escorted Douglas and therefore the Hartmans' two children from the premises, by which era Bryn had locked herself within the bedroom and committed suicide, shooting herself once within the head. 3. Jonathan Campos. Petty Officer Jonathan Campos was found unresponsive in his cell about 12:20 p.m. Friday, said Navy spokesman Doug Sayers. He was rushed to the Bottom Hospital where he was pronounced dead. About an hour later, he was bent committing suicide and stuffed toilet tissue into his mouth until he asphyxiated. Sayers said. 4. Angela Skula. Skula suffered from depression and anorexia. She attempted suicide in 1992 by slashing her wrists with a knife. It had been revealed in March 2009 that she was affected by colorectal cancer. She was eventually declared cancer-free, but within the months preceding her death she had feared its return. Weeks before her death, she was arrested for drink driving. She died on the 11th of April 2011 after ingesting acid drain cleaner and pouring it on her body, causing lethal burns to her alimentary canal and skin. She was survived by Phillips and her son Daniel. An inquest at Westminster Coroner's Court on the 20th of July 2011 established that Schuyler had been an alcoholic and suffered from depression and anxiety about deaths. She was on medication for manic depression at the time of her death. The coroner recorded that Schuyler had killed herself while the balance of her mind was disturbed, and stated that her death wasn't suicide. 5. David Baker. He had taken life by a double process. When found, he was suspended by the neck with 2 strands of a rope from the limb of a tree. A couple of steps from him lay his budget. Upon it lay his knife and razor, the latter quite bloody. His throat was cut in 2 places, but both too high, or near the chin to effect a speedy death.